It'll be on there so that way everybody, so that way we know. So in the method of Zentangle, because it's not really two different things, but at the same time it is two different things. We don't have erasers in our kit. We don't have rulers. You know, part of the method is not to do a grid that has to be erased later. But when we're doing other things, we're doing Zentangle inspired art, then it's okay. That's my determinations. But at the same time, we joke about it. It's like, no, don't use that. And you know, so it's fun. And I just want you to know. All right. Recording is started. I'm gonna put in the chat links to the step outs. And that way you have access to them. I will be sending out a replay. Actually, I've already got half of it done already. Yay me. That's when I put something off, that it's just like gets lost in the cracks of my life. And so I'm like, okay, new habit. Do it right after. So, and let's see. Luna, I have the transcending class, the last one that we did for club members on YouTube. But if you look on Zentangle, they did a bit of that on there. So we just kind of took it and ran with it from I forget what project pack it is, but I can look it up later. All right, and for those that don't know, so our next most like this class is always free, but I do some that are paid. And if you're a club member, which is just a monthly fee, this is transcending, so we're going to tangle over something we already did. So it's fun. All right, let me get to this. And yeah, I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier. Let me share my screen. Okay, so no one panic at the number of variations on this, because I will simplify it and then we'll go from there. But I just feel like I have to show this first. All right. Oh, let me look in the chat. Oh, we're talking about cocoa. Okay. We always end up with, well, I already mentioned, with virtual food, drinks, and nice because it's all calorie free, and and it's fun. So having fun there. All right. So this is Lee by Sharon Robinson. And you know, for those that are new, when you go to this link, subscribe to Tangle Patterns. It's free, and Zentangle if you have not subscribed to those yet, because such nice resources. So it's a grid pattern, although at the same time we found that you don't necessarily have to use it. Use a grid, but I find it to be easy. It's well, you know, I think that's what I did. Here's this. Let's make it simple. Okay. So we're going to do a grid pattern. On your paper, you define the grid however you want to define it. Mom's from earlier, she did a grid in the round, so a circular grid, and then had a square on the inside. And so that's how she did it. I divided mine, that you can see on my little screen, into 16 squares. I might do the same thing again. I don't know quite yet. So when you divide it, when you get your paper in the grid form, we're just gonna focus on one box of the grid. And so in one of the boxes, you'll put a curved line, diagonal, and then we're gonna put what we call like a flux shape, or a teardrop. You could think of it as. So, you know, it starts here, you kind of go out and around and back down to that same point. On the step out, it's floating. There are, as you saw, numerous variations. So we'll hit that in a moment, but I don't want to give, especially those that are new, a headache. So then after we get that floating teardrop, and you notice the teardrop is pointing, so we have that, I don't know, it's perpendicular to the curved line that we made. And thank you, Chili Chompers, for that from earlier. I remembered it. All right, then we're going to do two more curved lines from our same starting point. And you see, as they're pointing to the other corner. And you're starting here, and then we end right on the seed. You can decide where you want it to be placed on the seed, I put mine kind of towards the bottom. And you do that on both sides, and that's it. So that's the basic. And then right here below, I did, and that's in my sample too, I did one box, and then you turn your paper, and then we have that you do the same thing over again. You turn your paper, the 45, was it 45, 90 degrees? And you just keep going, and then it ends up with this pattern. What we have, and Lisa, if you don't mind, we'll have you turn off your webcam for now. Thanks. So that the idea with it like this, where you're focusing on one box, it's what we call a fragment. So you can, in any of your boxes, do it any other direction you want to, and then it creates interesting patterns. So that part is up to you. That's what the play is endless on this one. And then I finish it off with just playing with having it be in different directions, just goofing around to see, what it would look like. All right, so going back, understanding that, now going back to Sharon's step out. I'm going to make that a little bit. There we go. A little bit bigger. Several things that I noticed besides that you can put those, have these go in any direction you want. And so you just, if you look for which direction the curve is going, that's helpful. If you want to replicate any of these. Then also noticed, where was it? I think it was down here towards the end somewhere, where she, even right here, puts that flux shape or the teardrop shape, starting it right in the corner, or even here, right in the corner, and then coming out. So if you want to do that, you can do that too.
That's what I did with mine this morning.
Okay, yeah, and I did mine. I did have some of mine floating and some of them touching, just because. And then you can see there's ways to decorate it. We can come back and touch on that after we get this done. But yeah, lots of ideas. And then also, like on the side here, if you want to just do it as a border, you can do that. And you would just do the grid would just be, one box deep, and that would be it. Okay, so we'll start. And again, like I said, if I need to go back or if it was being confusing at all, let me know. And now, decide what to work on. Well, let's do, I haven't worked on gray in a while, so we'll do that. And then the big question is, do I do the same thing, but different?
Did you put them both in the chats already?
What's that? Yeah. They're might be way
already up way up there.
I figured, I can put them back down. Oh, Tarla got it. That's one. And two.
She got it. Yeah.
$5 to Tarla. Well, I'm gonna do. Actually, I might do a little bit smaller because I might put something around the outside. I don't know. So I'm just gonna do a regular grid. Mom's gonna be fancy, so that I try to stick to. Well, sometimes I do go rogue. You never know, but I try to stick to what we have, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do 16 grid, so I divide mine in half. Oh, they're gonna be small, but that's okay. Divide it in half, and then in half again, and then turn it and do the same thing over again. And but what I am going to do for sure, and actually let me too many pens out again. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna darken just the center. So I'm gonna do the center as it's supposed to be done. So that way, you can see and follow along, and then you can just go crazy on the outside. Colleen, no, you don't have to do the border each time. You can just do it, without. Yeah, because usually we in the method we would do 4 corners, do a border, and then fill in. But yeah, you don't have to do that. This is kind of a mono tangle since we're just doing the one. Although people can add.
I'm doing a border.
You're doing a border. Yeah, no, you don't have to. Okay, although, well, I'm going to end up with the same twice if I do, but that's okay. All right, so.
But you usually don't,
Yeah.
you don't ink in your borders normally. I mean,
Right.
yeah, that's done in pencil.
Right.
I'm inking mine in.
All right, so I'm going to do this just like the thing says. So looking at box 1, doing curve line, aiming curve to the left, to the upper left. Now I'll do it one box at a time, so that way, just in case. That seemed to work all right earlier. And then I'm just going to make this floating teardrop shape. Wait, what did I do about not being? What am I not effective enough at yet? Indecency. What? All right, I'll have to get that later. Okay, then, and also, especially for those that are new, what we like to do, you'll see us, turning the tile a lot, because if you get your hand planted and then use the natural curve, it helps for consistency and of your curve. No, I'll have to go back up and look, Leslie. All right, so then this one was curve line from that same corner where we started, and then just landing on the teardrop, and then coming from the other direction too. I think that's such a neat effect, because if it just, if you were to look at it without looking at the steps, it's like, wow, how did you? That's neat. It's like a drop sitting on a pillow. Or we said it was a chocolate chip sitting on ice cream or icing, and that works. All right, so that was the first one. See, that was aimed. So I'm just going to turn it one next side. Do the same thing again. As long as I don't distract myself. Oh, that's off center. That's all right. And that's it. Now, what I would normally do is all of the same stroke in all of the boxes, and then come back and do the next step, and then the next step. Although that too depends on the tangle, because if it's too complicated, kind of will do like this, where I finish one box at a time and move on. Whatever works for you is good. It is good to just focus on that the one thing that you're working on, and the one stroke at a time. And I have to go look up, see. Oh, now I see. Leslie. Oh, so you got 2 this time? That's weird. Okay. It usually alerts me if there's a duplicate in there. Okay. And then, let me show my one from earlier. I disguised the grid line. That was part of the decorating phase, because kind of get everything set. Oh, you're going to do that small on the outside.
Yes,
ooh, that's gonna look neat.
Or not.
And so, on the outside, I decided to have them go the opposite direction from here. And then I mentioned that I put the teardrop right in the corner, because I wanted to see what that would look like. And then, so I did the corners first, because I wanted them all to be the same direction. And then, just alternated them. And see how it turns out. So neat. I don't know. I think I'm going to maybe do the corners the other way, so that way you can see how it turns out. So All right. And then we can play with decorating. I am going to. Did I do that right? Yes. Yes, I did. Wait. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm going to do the curve line going outside, and I do all of the corners at the same time, so that way I don't forget what I was doing. And as you see, Leslie, I'm just ignoring that. And do what you know what? And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tuck that um, the teardrop right in the corner. I am going to do that again because that was kind of neat. I'm still not taking it quite to that curve line. Oh, and then the other thing I did was I did that second curve the other direction. And, well, why not? So I would normally go this way, so I'm going to go this way. Oh, and let me do it so this is kind of so neat, so you can see these are everything the same, well, almost everything the same. The only thing that's the same is that first curve. Get back. But it's kind of neat to see the difference. And it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. And oh no, Jen. Well, so this is a nice, easy one, except for just the overwhelmingness of the amount of options that we have. But at the same time, I mean, some of us get maybe overwhelmed by it, and some are like, "Oh, nice, cool." That's what's also fun. Let's see. And what's also amazing is to see the beautiful work from everybody that is chatting also. And they manage to get things done. I don't. I'm not doing that. Okay, now. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier. I'm just gonna alternate. Should work out good, I hope. Then I'll have little arches on the side. Ooh, and it'll be like a quarters round there. Oh, that'll look neat. That will look neat. Coordinating. Well, Looney, you got to get yourself a nice a clipboard or one of those the padded table things. Lap table.
A lap board.
Yeah.
I tangle on a hardcover notebook, holding it up in the air.
I look at these as separate four squares, then I hear the song in my head. One of these things is not like the other. So then I've got just one folding down. I was like, oh, if I had only done that one the other way, then I'd have four little. But that's okay. This is what's neat. Well, really, in my mind, it's there the other way. This is just something that's set up on top because I am going to shade around that so it looks like that. Well, I've gotten that part out of my head, so I know that I'm doing that at least in the decorating phase. Well, thank you, Leslie.
This one is just really easy to make it look totally different.
Yeah. That's so neat. Almost just did that the wrong direction. The wrong direction from what I wanted, I should say. That's the only. That too is maybe, well, like any tangle, the hardest part is some days concentrating or just letting yourself focus on what you're doing and getting the mind to be quiet. Interesting. It is very, very cool.
Sure you are.
What?
Chili Chomper
Oh.
says she's not even sure if she's doing the tangle. Just finish what you're doing. We'll find it in there somewhere.
Yes. Okay. Now to decide how to decorate. So, and so since I'm at the part, if somebody else, if you're at that part, I'm gonna share my screen again, and we'll look back um, at Sharon's step out. Although I could show earlier, but that might get everybody confused. So some ideas on decorating after you have the base tangle in there, and gosh, that looks neat having them go the same direction like that, Mom. Huh. So you can fill in with the graphite of your pencil, and if you're using colors, you can just color in. That can be really, really neat. Um, Thickening some of the lines, or you could what we would call aura, which is just to like draw an outline, and fill in. But like this one here, she uh, just thicken that one. You can fill in any of the areas with a pen color. Like in the center here, she put some orbs and then some little fine lines coming out from that center. What she did here, lines that just, yeah. Adding some, additional of those teardrop shapes. So like on this one, that's what she did here. She just added one to either side. But you can add some straight lines in. You could add, a bunch of orbs. It is completely up to you. And what I did on mine from earlier was because this all you saw was the grid part. So this is one way if you wanted to disguise the grid. And so I just here's that center line, and I just drew lines. Like I said, aura-ing is what we call it. Picked a distance and tried to stay close to it, and then all the way, and then did both sides. So you can't see that there was a grid there. You see the lines here, but if you didn't know how this was constructed, you wouldn't know. So that's kind of a neat thing. And then I put shading on the inside to recess those a little bit, and then I have them to color it or something. I just don't know what yet. Let's see. Oh, Luna. Well, we all do that. Had a great idea and then forgot it. Oh, and I said, looking at Mom's, so you aura the inside of those teardrop shapes, and then
I made the first ones too small.
Oh,
so I just made them bigger.
Yeah. You ordered them on the inside.
I know I started out with the small
Oh, no,
one.
that's right.
But I made them bigger because that would have looked well. I could have made it look okay, but
Yeah, but that's just some ideas, and then she's doing lines auraing that curve, and then auraing the inside of that the shapes that were created on the outside, like wings. They look like, just to give you some ideas. Oh. Oh. Well, I was. Now let's see. Are you filling anything in?
I don't know yet. But see, I
Actually,
in my in my center, I have them. I have the four things going. These two go in one direction, and these two go in the other direction,
right.
which makes it look different.
Yeah. I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to fill them in.
I probably will fill something in because I have half an hour to fill.
Oh, and let's see. Oh, I know. I sort of remember what I was thinking. I had the same thing, Luna. I had a great idea. I was seeing these, and depending on the way you look at them, kind of like this could be an open cone. So if I like put some, and I might just do this anyway, put some graphite on this side of the curve, then it would look like it's open or something. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Oh, right now, all of mine look like party hats. There we go. But I'm going to fill in, and I'm going to add the shine in. And so what I do with that is I just do a squiggly line, leaving a gap in the middle, and then I fill in the rest. Actually, I think I'm going to do that and then grab my thicker pen. Time. Yes. All right, Luna. She's drawing. Are you drawing right on the pillow? I'm just kidding. Put something hard on top of the pillow, then it's like one of those lap desks. Oh, and Rosemary sends her highs to everyone. I don't think she ended up getting on. Let's see. She is taking care of her daughter who has COVID. So she said she misses everybody and to say hi. Yeah, I sent her that. Yeah, too. It has the fever, and then and I as we were messaging back and forth, and I said, "Well, here's what we did, and we're all looking forward to what you do." And she's like, "Lots of opportunities for gems," and I said, "I know. That's what we were all thinking."
We all said that.
So it wouldn't be surprised if she brought her stuff with to her daughters. You may see something. Okay. I like that. Oh, and now I forgot what I was going to do something different on the outside. I don't remember what that was. Oh, so while I remember, I'll oh, add. It just drives me nuts when I don't want it that sharp. Okay, so when you sharpen the pencil and you got one side it's just the wood is right there, and I'm trying to get it lined up so I can just. I did it. Oh, I almost got it. This drives me batty. Now I have this really sharp pencil. Well, sort of kind of sharp. I'll use it more on its side. I was just thinking if I had added a little bit more flair to those teardrops, they could look like flames or something. This would look like a candle or something. That's interesting. Oh, I remember now what I was going to do. Let's see. I was going to. Yes. Sometimes you try to picture it in your head before you do. Sometimes I think I just have to do. Then, rounding. Sure, some rounding. And that is just rounding off the corner and filling in the other side. If you don't know, or want to know, I should say. If you don't know and you want to know, and if you don't care, I'm saying it anyway. Oh, those colors are great, Mom. It's very odd.
Well, I was just trying to think of 2 other colors to go with them. I don't know yet.
But was your other one had similar colors?
Yeah, it was the same colors.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay. Although the inside, if you just add white on the tip, it would look like candy corn.
What?
On the teardrop shapes.
Yes.
I said if you had left the tips white, then it would look like candy corn.
Are you hungry?
Or just I'm having a sweet tooth issue or something. We're doing here. Oh, we're doing good. Oh, I just like that. Okay. I'm glad I did that. That's always a good thing when you do something and then you say, "Oh, I like that." It doesn't happen enough. Now what to decide to do with those corners, and while I'm finishing this, I will hopefully decide. Now I have to go all the way down that line. And on the other ones too, huh? Okie dokie. Have it your way, pen. It's always the pen's fault. At least my pen. Sometimes it has a mind of its own. Okay, whoops. Yeah.
I liked Sandy this morning. Is she on tonight?
Probably not.
I didn't think so. But
Nope.
these little areas that I'm coloring in now,
Yeah.
she put Printaw in the crevices. That was a good term for them.
Oh wait.
In these little areas.
Oh yeah, but was hers was bigger though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do with that end, huh? Well, I could continue. I feel like it needs to have something else. I don't know what yet. Except that I do feel the need to put some line dots in all of these little guys. Oh, yes. That is why I love the line dot. Look at how nice that looks. Oh,
It does. It adds so much. It's unbelievable.
Oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Everyone is in the zone. I should time it. Or it's just like, oh, panic! 10-minute warning till we have the great reveal.
What?
I know.
What warning is this?
10 minutes. Just because I was looking at it was like, oh, I don't have to calculate, so then I will say it. Oh, I liked that perfing. Oh, maybe that's what. Maybe I'll put orbs in there, or I could do the print ups. Right. I've talked myself into it. It's too late now. I've already started. Nice print up. And for those new, it's just a spiral. But it's a tangle, and that's the name of it. Yep, can't go wrong with that.
not going to get any of my outer one done, I don't think.
Oh,
Unless I go
you
really
mean like
fast.
shading or something?
Well, I want to color it
Color
in to
it?
match the
Oh,
rest, but it's going to take
well,
me
you have homework too. hmm That adds a nice contrast there. I still have things I can do with these guys on the inside. I just haven't decided yet. Buying time. We'll see.
I must have my microphone thing turned way down because I can't.
Can't hear me?
No. As you're talking to yourself.
Well, some of it was me talking to myself and not being loud. Right. Yes, indeedy. Oh, hi,
I
Shulamit.
love
Oh,
that.
did you have troubles? Oh, no.
Oh, where have you been? What makes it hard to get in, Heather? Do you know?
Well, I'd say it depends. It could be just technical issues on one's own end. Hopefully, it wasn't on any other end. But you never know. Okay. I'm also ordering you one of those because as I was looking for what else could I buy, what you had mentioned a long time ago, you like that was it lime peel color that I had, so I ordered you one.
The what?
Lime peel is like a
Oh,
olive green,
yes.
so I
Okay.
ordered you one. But if there's any
Okay.
other colors that you want, since you can order things individual.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of it, but I like
Oh,
that color.
yeah.
What
All right.
was I going to say? Oh, I can't
Hmm.
remember.
Hmm. I'm feeling in key mood. Sort of. No. Okay, that's a start. Okay. Oh, and I must add the white in because let's see, what is this? Processed red, which really is just a nice pink. Oh, okay, I don't like that. Whatever that was. Oh, lavender. Oh. Well, 4-minute warning now. Oh. Oh. Oh, Shelby, do I send you the email somewhere else? I'll have to add you onto that if I didn't do that already. I will make sure to get you on that list. Oh, unless it was one that when it, because they had some that fell off for whatever reason. Oh, where's my electric? Oh, right. Manual. Oh, I know where it is. Manual sharpener. It is. Behave. Oh, and thank you, Luna. Put in. Let's see. Oh,
She's your publicist.
yes, yes. Thank you for putting out the links. So if you, because we'll be opening the webcam like any second now, if you want to. But if you don't have a webcam, or if you want to show it, that if you finish later, if you're not on our Facebook group, there's a link. She put a link for that there too. So if you happen to be on Facebook and want to join us there, that is great. Oh, nice, Karen. Oh, Didi iced. I was surprised when I went out a little later. It's like, oh, it's melting. It's melting.
When the wind started blowing, it was blowing chunks of ice off the trees. It was weird looking.
Yeah. I was driving and there was, some, I forget where we went. And, it's sad when the branches are broken from the weight of the ice. All right, let me open up my other thing. Is everybody's opening up their webcam? Everybody that wants to.
I'm not near done.
Oh,
this might be one of those that never gets done.
Yeah.
I gotta keep the pencils I used. I have to leave the pencils I used out because I'll never remember what I used.
Wow. Oh, like a different Sandy.
Okay.
That's funny. And what gorgeous work. All right. Is this everyone? I think I just have a one page. Yes.
I'm trying to get it straight with the...
Oh, okay. That's okay, Beverly. Say, no worries. All right. Oh, chompers. My goodness. I see what you mean, but that's amazing. Making us dizzy.
Are you sure we all did the same pattern?
I know, right? Okay, well, hold them steady. And, okay, where's my mouse? All right, I got them. So we can take them all down and we'll all shut our things off now. After I say, hi.
You have to wave at everybody.
And where's mine? I'm stopping my own. And whose is this? Oh, and Colleen. I got yours, Colleen. Yep, got it.
Difficulties.
Oh, that's okay. I got yours on the screen.
Ah, there.
Perfect. Okay, now I share my screen. And there we go. There we go. Okay, let me though move this. Rid of that. That way, we just found it maximizes everything. Oh, and I think I can. I'm just cutting off a little bit of fingers, and I'll get all of it on there. Nice. Oh my goodness. These are gorgeous. And look at let's see who is channeling each other.
Well, I love Jill's. That looks so. It reminds me of like violets or crocuses or something.
Yeah.
So delicate.
They are so nice.
Mm.
I think I put the S in asymmetrical.
Oh no.
No, yeah. Sandy did hers different. Look at Chili Chompers. She did everything or a sort of doing it different. I love it. I love it.
How neat.
Melg's gonna have to get bigger paper plates. She did like I did, doing the same thing around in the border. Yeah. And it's gonna take us for she didn't start hers coloring it in.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what she intends. But I got one side done, which means I have to finish the other 3 sides.
Sharon is so cool.
And I like Sharon's and doing just different colors. Of course, it got cut off a little bit. And Anne, love that.
Let's see, where is Solomons? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yes. She got the basic element in there, and you did too. I mean, you've got the basic elements in there, and just did one big one, and
yeah,
I love that one. I think that one is really good.
It is neat. It really, yeah.
It's got that muka thing in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like using the fragment and just doing the one.
Yeah.
So neat. And look at Felicity's in there. Oh, and talk about adding a bunch of all of the lines in the center. That's just, gosh, it's gorgeous. And Tom and Carl, I love how you guys you're sitting in the same room and you do things and they're completely different. That is a great marriage. Because one it's fulfills the puzzle of relationship. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. It's just so neat looking. Oh, Tom's is giving you. Oh yeah. Oh, they're all so neat.
Jill, where is hers?
Jill.
Where?
Oh, Jill, that's the one that you mentioned first. Was on the very delicate.
Oh, I don't think it needs anything. Maybe a little shading along that one curved line that looks bare between the violet things. But no, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it depends on what you want to accentuate or what you want to have recess.
Heather, I'll send you an email once I finish it.
Okay, Beverly.
Saturday or Sunday. My greatest creativity is coming up with something that covers up a mistake I made.
Oh, okay. Well, I will look forward to seeing it.
Sort of I meant to do that. Yeah, right.
Exactly. And now, hold on. I'm looking at. Oh, Dee, you're making me think of what I did. Was it yesterday's Daily Tangle? That S, you guys gotta have that S shape in there. Oh, what was that? Wheel pin. It's making me think of that, even though just because the way you outlined or made heavy the one line, it looks really, really neat. These are all amazing. I love Tedra's colors. Kendra and Felicity, you guys were channeling each other or something. Look at them in the color, all the earth tones and chili chompers.
Yeah, I like those colors. That's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me wish I hadn't done mine in such bright, hot colors.
This is because we want the ice to melt.
Yeah.
Well,
That's it.
although I had to put in thoughts in your head.
Well, a
But
lot of
it's
these,
nice.
even like Mel's looks sort of like a stained glass window
Mm-hmm.
too.
It does. And I like that, that outside with the stripes in it. So cool.
They all are great.
Yes, yes. Well,
Okay.
we'll say bye to the recording.